This is the Marxists at the Movies podcast.
Scene opens, white lights dim down low. The cinema whispers where truths can grow. From shadows deep and screens ignite, the proletariat comes alive tonight. Marxists at the movies, bright and raw, breaking through the reels to rewrite the law. Workers of the world in every frame, changing the credits, rewriting the name.
Welcome to our deep dive today. We're going to be taking a closer look at the 1995 film Boys on the Side, focusing on a feminist critique of this heartwarming road trip movie.
Yeah.
We've got a stack of sources here, including Roger Ebert's review.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Some intriguing trivia from IMDb.
Okay.
A peek at the YouTube trailer.
Okay.
And a really thought-provoking essay titled Boys on the Side, The Power of Feminist Family.
Awesome. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Get ready to explore themes of female friendship, chosen families, and challenging those societal norms.
Yeah, it's fascinating how this film, released almost 30 years ago, still feels so relevant today, you know?
Right.
It speaks to a universal longing for connection and the importance of finding your tribe, your people, especially in a world that often tries to divide and isolate us.
Absolutely. And Boys on the Side does this beautifully by introducing us to three very different women, Jane, Robin, and Holly, each with their own unique struggles and strengths. The film doesn't shy away from portraying their complexities and challenges.
Yeah.
We have Jane, played brilliantly by Whoopi Goldberg, a black lesbian musician facing a world that often marginalizes her for her identity.
And then there's Robin, played by Mary Louise Parker, battling AIDS at a time when the stigma and fear surrounding the disease were incredibly pervasive. The film doesn't sugarcoat her experience, showing her vulnerability and strength as she navigates this challenging journey.
And let's not forget Holly, played by Drew Barrymore, a young woman escaping an abusive relationship, trying to find her footing in a world that often feels stacked against her. What struck me is how Roger Ebert, in his review, praised the performances of all three actresses.
Oh, wow.
Especially highlighting Whoopi Goldberg's restraint and comedic timing, and Mary Louise Parker's ability to convey both strength and vulnerability.
Yeah, Ebert's insights really emphasize how these actresses brought depth and authenticity to their roles. It's not just about their individual performances, it's about how they come together to create this incredible dynamic on screen.
Yeah.
You know, the chemistry between them is palpable, and you can really feel the bonds of friendship forming as they embark on this road trip together.
Speaking of the road trip, the IMDb trivia mentions that it was actually Whoopi Goldberg who recommended Drew Barrymore for the role of Holly.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
I know. It's amazing to see women supporting women both on and off screen.
Absolutely. It speaks to a sense of solidarity and recognizing each other's talent and potential. And that spirit of collaboration and support is really at the heart of the film's message. These women, despite their differences, come together to form a chosen family, a support system that transcends blood ties and societal expectations.
And that's where the essay, Boys on the Side, The Power of Feminist Family, really dives deep. It argues that the film intentionally pushes back against the idea that women need men for fulfillment or happiness.
Exactly. It dismantles that patriarchal notion that a woman's worth is tied to her relationship with a man. Instead, Boys on the Side celebrates the strength and resilience of female friendships, showcasing how women can empower and uplift each other.
The essay uses Robin's confrontation with Holly's abusive boyfriend as a prime example. Remember that scene?
Oh, yeah.
So intense. Ebert even calls it a bravura scene, highlighting how Robin fiercely defends Holly, refusing to let her be subjected to violence and control.
Yeah, that scene is so powerful because it shows how women can stand up for each other, challenge those who seek to harm them, and create a circle of protection. It's not just about individual strength, it's about collective empowerment, recognizing that we are stronger together.
And this theme of challenging patriarchal structures runs throughout the film. Even the seemingly good guy characters, like Abe Lincoln, played by Matthew McConaughey, are ultimately side characters. They play a role in the women's lives, but they don't define them.
Right. Their happiness and fulfillment don't hinge on finding a romantic partner or conforming to societal expectations. The film subverts those traditional narratives, showing that women can forge their own paths and define their own destinies.
The essay really hammers this home with the quote, "You don't need a man to complete you. You don't need a traditional family to belong. You can choose your people. You can choose your life." It's like the film's thesis statement,
Right.
a declaration of independence and a celebration of self-determination.
And that message is particularly poignant when considering Jane's experience as a Black lesbian. The essay underscores how queer communities, often marginalized and ostracized by mainstream society, have historically relied on chosen families for love, acceptance, and support.
It's a beautiful reminder that family isn't just about blood ties. It's about shared values, mutual respect, and the bonds of love and care that we create with the people we choose to have in our lives. Boys on the Side celebrates the radical act of choosing your own family, your own tribe, and forging your own path in the world.
And that choice, that act of defiance against societal norms and expectations, is at the heart of what makes this film so revolutionary. It's not just a feel-good road trip movie. It's a powerful statement about female empowerment, solidarity, and the importance of challenging the structures that seek to limit our choices and define our worth.
And that idea of challenging those structures is really brought to life through the road trip itself. It becomes more than just a physical journey from point A to point B. It's a metaphor for personal growth, self-discovery, and the transformative power of human connection.
The open road, the changing landscapes, the unexpected encounters along the way, it all mirrors the internal journeys these women are undertaking. They are literally and figuratively breaking free from the confines of their pasts, shedding societal expectations, and embracing the unknown with courage and a sense of adventure.
And that sense of adventure is palpable in the YouTube trailer. It shows these women laughing, singing, and experiencing moments of pure joy and liberation.
Yeah.
But it also hints at the challenges they face and the strength they find in each other as they navigate those difficult moments.
The trailer captures the essence of the film. It's a celebration of life, a female friendship, and the resilience of the human spirit. It invites us to join these women on their journey, to experience their joys and sorrows, and to be inspired by their courage and determination to create a better world for themselves and for each other.
I love how the trailer focuses on that visual of them driving across the vast American landscape, which really emphasizes the idea of both an internal and external journey. It's a reminder that life is a process of constant growth and evolution, and that we often find our truest selves when we venture outside of our comfort zones.
Absolutely. The road trip becomes a symbol of breaking free from societal constraints, embracing the unknown, and forging a new path forward. It's a powerful metaphor for the feminist journey, for the collective struggle to dismantle patriarchal structures and create a world where women can thrive on their own terms.
Before we move on, there's one more point I want to bring up about the actresses and their roles. The essay really highlights how each character embodies a different aspect of female strength and resilience.
That's a great observation. It's not about presenting a monolithic view of womanhood. It's about showcasing the diversity of experiences and perspectives that exist within the female community.
Exactly. Jane, with her unwavering confidence and sharp wit, challenges societal norms and embraces her identity as a Black lesbian with pride. She's a force to be reckoned with and a role model for anyone who has ever felt marginalized or excluded.
Robin, initially more reserved and cautious, gradually sheds her inhibitions and embraces her true self as she confronts her illness and forms deep connections with Jane and Holly. Her journey is about vulnerability, self-acceptance, and finding strength in the face of adversity.
And Holly, initially a bit lost and vulnerable, finds her voice and her power as she escapes an abusive relationship and learns to rely on the support of her newfound chosen family. Her journey is about finding her footing, reclaiming her agency, and discovering the strength that lies within her.
Together, these three women represent a tapestry of female strength, resilience, and the transformative power of human connection. They show us that we don't have to fit into any predefined mold. We can define ourselves, forge our own paths, and create a world that celebrates our individuality and empowers us to thrive.
That's a powerful message, and it's one that continues to resonate with audiences today. It's a reminder that the fight for equality and liberation is an ongoing process, and that we must continue to challenge patriarchal structures and create a world where all women can live authentically and fully.
And Boys on the Side, while released decades ago, serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of that fight and the strength that can be found in female solidarity and the bonds of chosen family. It's a film that inspires us to embrace our differences, celebrate our strengths, and stand up for what we believe in.
Well said. Boys on the Side isn't just a trip down memory lane. It's a reminder that the journey for equality and liberation is far from over. But with each act of defiance, with each chosen family formed, with each voice raised in solidarity, we move closer to creating a world where all women can thrive.
I completely agree. And it's films like Boys on the Side that help illuminate the path forward, reminding us that we're not alone in this fight. There's strength in numbers, there's power in solidarity, and there's hope in the bonds of chosen family. You know, one of the things that struck me about this film is how it seamlessly blends moments of humor and lightheartedness with those that are deeply poignant and introspective.
Yeah.
It mirrors life itself, doesn't it? The highs and lows, the laughter and tears, all woven together to create a rich tapestry of human experience.
Oh, you're so right. It's not just a straightforward drama or lighthearted comedy. It's a nuanced portrayal of life, of the complexities of human relationships, and the beauty that can be found even in the midst of challenging circumstances. I particularly love the scene where Jane, Robin, and Holly are driving through the desert, singing along to the radio at the top of their lungs. It's a moment of pure joy and liberation, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, there's always room for laughter and celebration.
That scene perfectly encapsulates the film's spirit. Finding joy in the simple things, embracing the moment, and finding strength and solace in the company of those you love. But the film doesn't shy away from the darker moments either. Robin's battle with AIDS is a constant presence throughout the film, a reminder of the fragility of life and the challenges that so many people face.
And yet, even in those difficult moments, the film finds a way to highlight the beauty of human connection. The scene where Robin opens up to Jane and Holly about her fears and insecurities is incredibly moving.
Oh, yeah.
It shows the power of vulnerability, the importance of having a safe space to share your deepest fears, and the healing power of genuine empathy and support.
That scene is a testament to the strength of their chosen family. They create a space where vulnerability is not seen as weakness, but as a source of strength, a way to connect on a deeper level and offer unwavering support. It's a beautiful counterpoint to the often isolating and judgmental attitudes that can prevail in the broader society.
And that's what makes Boys on the Side so radical. It challenges the very structures that often isolate and marginalize people, particularly women, and those who don't fit into neat societal categories. The film celebrates those who are different, those who challenge norms, those who create their own families and their own definitions of happiness.
Exactly. It's a film that empowers us to question those norms, to embrace our individuality, and to create communities that celebrate diversity and inclusion. It reminds us that we don't have to conform to societal expectations to find love, acceptance, and belonging.
Remember that line from the essay, "You can choose your people, you can choose your life." That line has stuck with me ever since I first read it.
Yeah.
It's such a powerful statement about the agency we have in shaping our own lives and creating our own families.
No, it's about reclaiming that agency, especially for women who have historically been told who they should be, who they should love, and how they should live their lives. Boys on the Side flips the script and empowers women to define themselves on their own terms.
And the film doesn't just talk about empowerment, it shows it in action.
Right.
Robin's decision to leave her unfulfilling life behind and embark on this journey is a powerful act of self-determination. She chooses to prioritize her own happiness and well-being, defying societal expectations, and forging her own path.
And her transformation throughout the film is remarkable. She starts out quite reserved and cautious, almost a product of the patriarchal society she's been raised in. But as she experiences the freedom of the open road and the unconditional love of her chosen family, she blossoms into a more confident, assertive, and authentic version of herself.
It's like the journey itself becomes a catalyst for her personal growth. She confronts her fears, challenges her own beliefs, and ultimately emerges as a stronger, more independent woman, ready to embrace life on her own terms.
And that journey isn't just about Robin. It's about all three women. They each go through their own transformations, supporting each other every step of the way. They challenge each other's perspectives, offer unconditional love and acceptance, and create a space where they can all heal and grow.
I love how the film portrays those relationships with such honesty and authenticity. It's not all sunshine and roses. There are moments of conflict, disagreement, and frustration. But through it all, their love and support for each other never wavers.
Exactly. It's a reminder that real relationships are messy, that conflict is inevitable, but that true friendship can withstand those challenges. It's about learning to communicate effectively, to respect each other's boundaries, and to offer support, even when it's difficult.
And those skills are essential, not just for personal relationships, but for building a more just and equitable society. The film subtly underscores this idea by highlighting the systemic challenges these women face.
You're right. From Holly's experience with domestic violence to Jane's navigation of a world that often discriminates against her for being a black lesbian, the film acknowledges the ways in which patriarchal structures and societal prejudices create barriers for women, particularly those who are marginalized or oppressed.
And it's through their collective struggle, through their acts of defiance and their unwavering support for each other, that they begin to dismantle those barriers. They create a microcosm of a more just and equitable world, a world where differences are celebrated, voices are heard, and everyone has the opportunity to thrive.
It's a powerful vision of what's possible when we come together, challenge oppressive structures, and create communities that prioritize love, compassion, and solidarity. And while the film doesn't offer a concrete roadmap for achieving that vision, it does offer a powerful reminder of the importance of collective action and the strength that can be found in unity.
And it's that spirit of unity and solidarity that ultimately makes Boys on the Side so enduring. It's a film that speaks to our deepest longing for connection, for acceptance, and for a world where everyone can live authentically and fully. It's a film that challenges us to question societal norms, to embrace our differences, and to create communities that celebrate the beauty of human diversity.
I think that's a very, very good point. And you know, when we first started talking about Boys on the Side, I was a bit hesitant.
Really?
Yeah, I thought, isn't this just a lighthearted road trip movie?
Mm-hmm.
But as we've delved deeper into the film's themes, explored the characters' complexities, and analyzed the essay's insights, I've come to appreciate the film on a whole new level.
Oh, I've had a similar experience. It's amazing how a film released almost 3 decades ago can still feel so relevant and thought-provoking today. It speaks to the enduring power of human connection, the importance of challenging societal norms, and the strength that can be found in unity and solidarity.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that even in the face of adversity, there's always hope, there's always beauty, and there's always the possibility of creating a better world together. And Boys on the Side gives us a glimpse of what that world might look like, a world where women are empowered, differences are celebrated, and love and compassion prevail.
And that vision, that hope for a better future, is what makes this film so enduring. It's a film that inspires us to be more compassionate, more understanding, and more committed to creating a world where everyone can thrive.
I'm also curious to hear your thoughts on the film's lasting impact. The essay argues that Boys on the Side played a significant role in paving the way for other films that celebrate female friendship and chosen family.
I think that's a valid argument. While there were certainly films before Boys on the Side that explored these themes, right.
This film's popularity and critical acclaim helped bring those themes into the mainstream, opening up a space for more diverse and nuanced representations of women on screen.
Those representations are so important, especially for young women who are still figuring out who they are and what they want from life. Seeing strong, independent women on screen who support each other, challenge societal norms, and create their own families can be incredibly empowering.
Absolutely. It gives them permission to dream bigger, to imagine a world where they can be anything they want to be, and to know that they don't have to conform to narrow societal expectations to find happiness and fulfillment.
And it's not just about individual empowerment, it's about collective liberation. The film reminds us that the fight for equality is a collective one, and that we're stronger when we stand together, support each other, and challenge systems of oppression.
Exactly. Boys on the Side shows us that true liberation comes from dismantling those systems, from creating a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, regardless of their gender, race, sexual orientation, or any other arbitrary category that society uses to divide us.
And that's a message that's more relevant than ever today, as we continue to grapple with issues of inequality, discrimination, and systemic oppression.
Absolutely. Boys on the Side serves as a powerful reminder that the journey toward a more just and equitable world is far from over, but that with each act of defiance, with each chosen family formed, with each voice raised in solidarity, we move closer to creating a world where everyone can live authentically and fully.
Before we move on to the final part of our deep dive, I want to touch on the film's visual style and how it contributes to its overall message. The sweeping shots of the American landscape, the intimate close-ups that capture the characters' raw emotions, the vibrant colors that bring the story to life. It all works together to create a truly immersive and unforgettable cinematic experience.
I completely agree. The film's visual style perfectly complements its thematic depth. The open road, the changing landscapes, the vastness of the American West, it all mirrors the internal journeys these women are undertaking. They're literally and figuratively breaking free from the confines of their pasts, venturing into the unknown, and discovering the beauty and possibility that lies beyond the horizon.
It's almost as if the landscape itself becomes a character in the film, reflecting the characters' emotions, their hopes, their fears, and their growing sense of freedom and possibility.
And that sense of possibility is further enhanced by the film's soundtrack, which features a mix of soulful ballads, upbeat pop tunes, and classic rock anthems. The music perfectly captures the film's emotional arc, from moments of quiet reflection to scenes of exuberant joy and celebration.
I love how the soundtrack seamlessly blends genres, just as the film blends genres. It's a reminder that life is a tapestry of experiences, of emotions, of highs and lows, and that beauty can be found in the unexpected and the unconventional.
Absolutely. And the film's visual style and soundtrack work together to create a truly immersive experience, drawing the viewer into the story and allowing them to fully connect with the characters and their journeys.
You know, one thing that struck me about the film's visual style is how it uses light and shadow to convey emotion. In moments of joy and liberation, the film is bathed in warm golden light, while in moments of sadness or uncertainty, the shadows lengthen and the colors become more muted.
That's a really insightful observation. The film's use of light and shadow is very deliberate, almost like a visual language that speaks to the characters' emotional states and the overall tone of the story. It's a subtle but effective technique that adds depth and complexity to the film's visual storytelling.
And it's another example of how Boys on the Side goes beyond the conventions of a typical road trip movie. It's not just about the physical journey. It's about the internal journeys these women are undertaking, the emotional landscapes they're traversing, and the transformations they're undergoing.
Exactly. The film uses all the tools of cinema, the visuals, the music, the editing, the performances, to create a truly immersive and unforgettable experience that speaks to the complexities of human experience and the enduring power of human connection.
I couldn't agree more. And it's that commitment to authenticity, to exploring the nuances of human relationships and the challenges and triumphs of the human spirit that makes Boys on the Side such a timeless and enduring classic. As we wrap up our deep dive into Boys on the Side, I'm struck by how this film, released in 1995, still feels so relevant today.
It's a testament to the film's timeless themes: the search for belonging, the power of chosen family, the courage to defy societal expectations. These are universal human experiences that resonate across generations.
You know, one of the things that really stuck with me from the essay is the idea of Boys on the Side as a feminist road trip. What are your thoughts on that label?
I think it's an apt description. The film subverts the traditional road trip narrative, which often centers on male bonding and adventure, by placing women at the forefront and exploring their unique journeys of self-discovery and empowerment.
And it challenges the notion that women need men to complete them or to validate their experiences.
Exactly. Boys on the Side celebrates female friendship as a source of strength, support, and liberation. The men in the film, while present, are ultimately secondary to the women's stories and their bonds with each other.
The essay also argues that the film intentionally challenges patriarchal structures and societal norms that limit women's choices and opportunities. What are some specific examples that stand out to you?
Well, right from the start, we see these women breaking free from societal constraints. Jane, as a Black lesbian, is defying multiple layers of oppression. Robin, by leaving her unfulfilling marriage, is rejecting the expectation that women should prioritize their husband's happiness over their own. And Holly, by escaping an abusive relationship, is refusing to be a victim and taking control of her own destiny.
And their decision to embark on this road trip together is a powerful act of rebellion against the societal pressures they face. They're choosing to define their own lives, create their own families, and forge their own paths.
And along the way, they encounter other women who are also challenging societal norms and creating their own spaces of resistance. Remember that scene at the Women's Music Festival? It's a vibrant celebration of female creativity, community, and defiance.
Oh, that scene is so powerful. It's a reminder that there's strength in numbers, that when women come together, they can create a force for change. And it's a celebration of alternative ways of living and loving outside of the confines of patriarchal structures.
The film also challenges traditional notions of family by highlighting the importance of chosen family. Jane, Robin, and Holly create a bond that's stronger than blood ties, a family based on mutual love, respect, and support.
And that's a powerful message, especially for those who have been marginalized or rejected by their biological families. Boys on the Side reminds us that we have the power to choose our own families, to create our own communities of belonging, and to find love and acceptance in unexpected places.
And those chosen families can be incredibly powerful sources of strength and resilience, especially in the face of adversity. The film beautifully portrays how these women support each other through illness, heartbreak, and loss, reminding us that we don't have to go through life's challenges alone.
The ending of the film, while bittersweet, is ultimately a testament to the enduring power of love and friendship. Even though Robin succumbs to her illness, her spirit lives on in the hearts of Jane and Holly, and their journey together has forever transformed them.
And that transformation is the film's greatest legacy. It's a reminder that even in the face of loss and heartbreak, there's always hope, there's always beauty, and there's always the possibility of growth and renewal. And it's a call to action, an invitation to create our own chosen families, to challenge societal norms, and to build a world where everyone can live authentically and fully.
So as we reach the end of our deep dive, I'm curious to hear your final thoughts on the film's overall impact and its enduring message.
I think Boys on the Side is a film that continues to resonate with audiences because it speaks to our deepest longings for connection, for acceptance, and for a world that celebrates our individuality and empowers us to live our truths. It's a film that reminds us that we have the power to choose our own families, to challenge oppressive structures, and to create a more just and equitable world.
And it's a film that celebrates the beauty of human diversity, the transformative power of love and friendship, and the resilience of the human spirit.
On the hammer and sickle scale, I give this film 5 out of 5 hammers and sickles. Boys on the Side is a must-see for anyone who believes in the power of female solidarity and the importance of challenging societal norms.
That's a wrap on our deep dive into Boys on the Side. Thanks for joining us on this insightful journey.
Scene opens, white lights dim down low.
Thank you for listening to the Marxists at the Movies podcast. Don't forget to like and comment.
From shadows deep and screens ignite, the proletariat comes alive tonight. Marxists at the movies, bright and raw, breaking through the reels to rewrite the law. Workers of the world in every frame, changing the credits, rewriting the name. Popcorn power and the working class dream.